Bumps and bruises, scratches and scrapes, some of the ingredients that a good life makes. But sorrows become success. And as we aim for the top, we will pause if we must, but we will never stop. Welcome to Simpson Sessions. Hello and welcome to Simpson Sessions. This is a safe space to share your stories. Tonight we are checking in with two amazing mothers who have gone through way too much, but today they are standing taller than they themselves could have ever imagined. This evening they're here to share so we can be inspired as mothers, but more importantly, just as human beings trying to make our way through the world. Tonight we are checking in with Jody-Ann Gray and Shaneel Simpson-Gayle for what we're going to call the Simpson Sessions Mother's Day edition. Shaneel, how are you, my sweet girl? It's so good to see you.
Hi, Sam.
How you do?
I'm doing good.
Yeah.
I'm doing good.
For those of you who don't remember, Shan was with us a couple of years ago. She came with her beautiful princess Nyla, who was here with us, who was having health challenges at the time.
Yeah.
We checked in with you after, I think it was October of 22,
Yes.
when Nyla's issues had become chronic
Yes.
once again. And when we checked in with you at that time, you were also expecting.
Yeah.
So there was a lot going on
There was a
in
lot.
your life. How did you navigate that space, time?
Through God, through prayer. I know it was really rough just to try and ensure that I maintain a balance, maintain the balance of making sure that, Nyla is okay and we're attending to the health crisis at the time, but also becoming a mother again. Yes.
Yeah.
So it was a tough balance, but we met it, thankfully, by the grace of God, and with my family, my husband, we tried to navigate through the thick time.
That's another thing you updated us on, was that you had gotten married.
Yes.
So come November,
Yes.
you give birth
Yes.
to a beautiful baby boy.
Yeah.
And his name is?
Micah.
Michael. And so here you are with Michael now, and you are a new mother once again. Nyla's still having her issues. And come March of 23,
Yes.
your world is rocked.
Yes. Yes.
Because Nyla passed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lead up to that, my love.
So, of course, as mentioned, my son came in November, and we tried to make sure that we were balancing as best as possible. Had a great Christmas, thankfully. She was extremely happy because she wished for her baby brother, and he came. She begged for a sibling. God gave her her sibling. So she was really happy to have experienced that. And as we progressed after Christmas, January, we realized that the pains were hitting her a little bit more than the norm. And then when we started to do more checkups and everything, we're realizing that there was something that was developing. By the time February hit, it was getting more progressive. It was getting more painful for her. And about March, that's when we went back into hospital to try and get ahead with the treatments and everything. But we could not start as yet based on they're trying to do pain management as best as possible just to make sure that she's comfortable. Yeah. And of course, starting those type of treatments on top of pain, it's going to make the situation worse. After, checks and everything, we realized that the disease progressed a lot and it took over the entire right lung.
And on the day you were to fly her out for treatment?
The day we wanted to get her out was the Friday. We all rallied up. We were trying to get air ambulance. We made connections to two hospitals as best as possible. And everything just changed that Friday
That's the day
for us.
she passed.
Yes.
How have you managed? Because we spoke, and um, I must tell you, Shan is here. She's not alone. She's not alone today, because she's carrying another little pumpkin
Yeah.
that's going to come any day now. So congratulations.
Thank you.
But the grief that comes with Nyla's death, again expecting another child, a little brother who's now without his sister.
Yeah.
You are navigating all of that one time, Shan.
One time.
But you're coping.
In the best way I can. I just try to find the best ways I can navigate through the grief, and just try to also balance motherhood. And it's been a rough journey. Trust me, it's not easy.
Yeah.
But the amount of prayer I'm gonna put on Simone.
Well, you're a warrior, Mama. So the grief, you say, comes in waves.
Yeah.
So you manage it when it comes.
Yes.
You think about the good times and
Yes.
memories a lot. You talk to her. You still talk.
I still talk to her. I still talk to her as if her presence and her spirit and her aura is still here with us. And that's what actually takes me through as best as possible. So any little thing, we're Jamaicans, very, very superstitious, any little thing, and sometimes you see Michael just start laughing out of nowhere, and I'll just say, oh, you're talking to your big sister,
But you're showing him all her pictures.
we keep showing him pictures. She's on my phone screen. We constantly say, oh, this is big sister. Remind him of her constantly so that it never becomes a distant memory, although he's young. But that's one of our aims, to make sure that he knows about his warrior sister as best as possible.
Excellent. Well, when we come back, we're going to talk with Shan about the strength she has exhibited during this ordeal and what we can draw from her, because there are not many who've gone through what she's gone through who decide they're going to have more children. How? She'll tell us after this. Back with Shaneel, learning from an amazing human being and just an amazing mother who's gone through the loss of a child. She's had one since, and she has another bun in the oven even as we speak. I remember asking you, how do you decide, after having gone through such trauma, that you are going to have another child? You said you're being obedient.
I just have to listen to him, he being God. He's taken me through the roughest of roads. He's taken us through, all the pain and the hardships. And as much as I want to ask him why, whatever happened, I still listen to him. So it was never my plan to say that I'm become a mom of 3. But if it's his destiny for me.
You said he told you, girl,
Yeah.
one more.
One more.
Yeah.
Yeah. And although I said, maybe this is it, if he says one more, I have to listen to him. Because if this is the road for me, then this is just my journey. And I just have to be obedient.
What have you learned from this road and this journey? First of all, your capacity to deal with trauma and to still be standing, your strength, your self-strength. Have you realized just how amazing that is, your capacity to withstand and still stand?
It was one of the biggest lessons for me to just teach myself grace, and to understand that what I went through, it was no little feat, you understand? It was a constant battle internally to just remember that, Shan, you've been doing so much and you've been doing your very best. And don't let anybody take that from you. You understand? To navigate through the grief, returning as a career mom, 9 to 5, making sure that everything is good, making sure that my newborn was good, also making sure that I'm a good wife.
Yeah.
you know?
How what heap of things that you know, miss? That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
You say one key takeaway for you, and let's talk through the things that you've taken away from it that
Yeah.
we can take from you,
Yeah.
is that you cannot live your life by fear.
No, I never live life by fear. Procrastination it's common for everybody, but in terms of just knowing what I went through, and then a lot of persons even ask me, you don't feel afraid that the same thing will happen with the next baby? And I said, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I can't live my life in fear. You understand? If I subdue myself to the depths of fear, I'm never going to live. I'm never gonna live soulfully. My spirit won't roar, and that's not the type of person that I am. My personality is big.
Yeah.
My personality is beautiful. It's humbling, and I just have to make sure that I'm just navigating the world through God's way, and that's as best as I can do.
And the unpredictability of life is something you've also
Yeah.
taken away. But the fact that, everything that happens is a lesson.
It is.
And you don't keep the pain at the forefront, you say. You try to,
Try to put it to the back
yeah.
and keep the beautiful memories and the positivity to the front as best as possible. You can't get rid of the pain. It's a lesson that's ingrained in us. It's a lesson that has to be there to remind us of what we went through. You understand?
Yeah.
So as best as possible, and it comes, and sometimes it just hits you right there in the front.
You say sometimes
And
you
it
have to get up
reminds
from your
you.
desk and go back
Yeah,
and come back.
sometimes I'm working and it just comes over you. I have to excuse myself. I don't know if any of my coworkers see or anybody see. Like my husband will know. I'm in the living room. We're watching TV. We have our son, and then just pure bawling because it comes,
Yeah.
and he knows.
Yeah. Yeah. To others who are watching who have had an experience like you have had and who are afraid
Yeah.
to try again, to go again. They want to, but they're afraid. What is your word to those folks?
Just listen to within. Listen to within. God will tell you. Yourself will tell you. And sometimes I know the fear, holding on to fear, is so much easier than letting go and trying to live. But life is made for living as best as possible. And one of the key things that I thought that I took away from Nyla's passing was that she made me into such an incredible mother that she would never want me to live in fear. She would want me to continue in life and show her brother what it means to live in just pure
As
victory.
you said, God will lead you.
Yeah,
God will lead you. He will take you to it, but He will lead you through
He
it.
will lead you through it.
And you say when you think about this, and I ask you how you contextualize this in your story, you say that, when you talk to God about this, you realize He's not being intentionally mean.
No.
This is just what was scripted.
Yes. Just,
What was scripted for you,
yes.
and it's just a part of your journey that you have to accept and change it from being a burden to a
Yeah.
blessing. How you did that, miss?
Some lessons are small pebbles and some lessons are mountains and rocks.
Hey.
And my lesson was a huge mountain that I had to get over. I won't lie to you when I said that I questioned so much and I was so upset with him the first maybe few months of it.
God.
I was so upset. Like, why would you allow this to happen? Why would you take my gift? Yeah. And then after a while, the more I started to just create my own safe space and pray to him and just lock away in, sometimes I used to lock away in a room and just talk to her. As I said, that was my cope. And I felt like I used to hear her talking back to me to say, Mommy, it's okay. With her sassiness, Mommy, it's okay. You did everything for me, and I want you to be strong. And even when she was alive, she used to tell me, it's going to be okay, Mommy, and it's okay to let go because she's going to always be here, no matter what it is. My strength comes from just having her and meeting such a beautiful soul. She shaped me in who I am. She shaped me into warrior mother, warrior mama. You understand? Um, there's so many lessons that she brought in life that was the biggest lesson that God had for me. Here you go. It's going to be rough, it's going to be painful, but it's also going to be very beautiful. And that's just all I have to keep up with. Keep up with whatever he says and just continue on my road.
Okay. Run it, Lori.
Shaneel, where do I begin? Girl, I pause for a cause just to let you know how much I am extremely proud of you. And listen, girl, you are extremely strong. And I give God thanks for that strength that He has bestowed on you. And as you continue on your journey, may God Himself continue to guide you. May He continue to protect you. And may you continue to allow Him to be the forefront of your life. Girl, congratulations again to you and Obi, and may God continue to bless you all. And God bless you. Lots of love from Rashida and her family. God bless you.
I just wanted to say though how proud I am of you for being able to still hold your head up high and achieve the things that you're still achieving on a daily basis in spite of the challenges that you've had to endure, and boy have there been many. And I'm just happy to tell you that I'm always going to be here to help you navigate these challenges, and I'm always going to be in the background scheming in the very best ways to make sure that you don't always have to ask for help. I'm happy to always be a sounding board, and I'm happy to always celebrate the wonderful mother that you are. I'll always hold space for you and Nyla and Micah and Abby. Right through. Pick up yourself, G.
Warrior Mama Shans. And what a battle it has been, hon. It's one that you never asked for, but you've handled with such grace and strength. And I can't help but admire you. I just want to thank you so much for being mom to one of my favorite little humans to ever grace this earth. And I know you question yourself a lot, but I think the fact that our little Nyla, for the time that she was here, was such a light and so impactful, I think speaks volumes to you and your character and just who you are and how great you are as a mom. I am honored to be your shoulder to cry on, to be a listening ear, to be your venting partner. You know what I mean? But I'm also really happy that I'm here for the happy moments as well, like with Micah and baby Gayle on the way. Love you forever, girl.
You know how much I love you and how proud I am of you. We know that grief is a journey and not a destination, but one that you have undertaken with such grace and class and strength. Congratulations on everything, and I'm here for you. I love you, I support you, and I can't wait to see all the many blessings that life has in store for you.
Just here to remind you of the wonderful woman you are. Thank you for being such a great person, such a great friend. Thank you for always showing up. Even when you want to be showed up for, you are there for everybody. Remember, you are strong, you are graceful, you are inspirational. Cause girl, you've been through it, and if you don't know, you don't know, because you walk around with a smile and such a chipper attitude. And I love you, and I want you to know that you are worthy. You are amazing. You are a great mom, a great friend, a great wife. You are a great and wonderful human being, and I am happy to be able to call you friend. I love you, and a happy Mother's Day to you, my sweet girl.
Village still strong.
Yeah,
Good to see that. You need them now more than ever.
more than ever.
And the last time you sat in the chair,
Yeah.
we met your boyfriend, Andre,
Yes.
who is now your husband, Andre,
Yes.
who is here as well with us. So come on up, sir. And you're punking too. He's fast asleep, so I have to be very quiet. Feel like I'm on Sesame Street. Hi, hubby.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm great.
Good to see you.
Happy Mother's Day, my love.
Please have a seat in my chair. Hi, Mike.
He's fast asleep.
I know, that works, because otherwise he'd probably crying down the whole place.
Yes, this
Thank you
is
for
true.
coming. Talk to me a little bit about this lady.
I don't think I have enough time to tell you, but I mean, she is amazing. She's, as everybody says, she's strong. That is definitely a testimony to what has happened with her. Shaneel has been in this situation and shown where even with what is happening, she can support others. Yeah. And she does that a lot. Yeah. And a lot of times we don't give her the credit. People don't give her credit for that. And that's a great thing. I mean, she gave me my first son, and my daughter is on the way. I have 2 blessings. She brought me into a space where I was able to realize that I'm ready for this by introducing me to Nyla.
Oh.
Yeah. Wonderful human being.
Just kind of
Thank you.
how God just blessing you, like
Definitely.
Blessings on top of blessings.
on top of blessing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Taketh away, but He giveth.
That's why I can't be mad at him.
That's right.
Can't be mad at him at all.
Thank you for coming. Good to see you again. Happy landing with that princess in your tum-tum. We love you.
Thank you.
Love you bad. Wow. All right, when we come back, we're checking in with another amazing mother. Jody-Ann Gray is here. We'll check in with her after we take this break. Hi, everybody, we are back with another amazing mother, Jody-Ann Gray. Joined us here 3 years ago on our set. Talked through her incident in Jamaica that some of us now know about if you don't. Jody-Ann was pregnant before she left Jamaica. There was an attempt on her life. She left Jamaica, had her beautiful baby girl, and we spoke about that and other things. We checked in with you again after that.
Yes.
And here you are now, not on the greatest of occasions.
No.
But strong like an ox. Like you and Shaneel are just so inspiring to me. You are home to bury the only mom you've really ever known since you were 6.
6 months.
6 months.
Yes.
To 28 when you left
Yes.
Jamaica.
Yes.
Grandma,
Yes.
our condolences on her
Thank
passing.
you. Thank you so much.
How are you managing?
I don't know how to feel. I've been around, losing persons before, but I've never had it this close.
Yeah.
I really don't know how I feel because a part of me feels so guilty to be grieving my grandmother at 91. She was 91 years old, so she lived a good life, But a part of me, everything I did, I was like, okay, I'm doing this for grandma, I'm buying this for grandma, I'm going to go home and look for grandma. And the fact that I'm here and I'm not seeing her, I'm not fighting for her, it feels weird.
Yeah.
Honestly, it feels so weird.
But you also say there is a peace that you feel
Yes.
that makes you know that everything in your life
Yes.
has prepared you for this moment because there is
Yes.
nothing you cannot withstand.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
incredible.
Yes, yes. I'm speaking to you 12 years after one of the biggest incidents that changed my life. And one of the things I've learned over the past 12 years, almost 12 years, is that every single thing that happens in your life is ordained to happen. And instead of moving against the tide of life, we need to stop, sit, and accept what we're going through. Ask yourself what season you are in and accept everything that's happening in that season.
Look at you. No, look at you.
It took time. It took a lot of time.
And a lot of work.
A lot of work.
Let's talk about that, because you said to me when we spoke, you said, Sim, I am not the girl who sat and spoke to you 3 years ago.
Not.
And in order to get to this place that you are now, you had to do a lot of hard work, which included accepting what happened to you, even though you say you still don't understand it.
Yes.
Accepting that, taking this victim mode thing.
Yes.
And looking at it, as Shan said to me earlier, as a blessing in your life.
Yes.
Let's talk about it.
I used to get up every single day and ask myself, why me? And cry, woe is me. And the minute I did the self-work, it took a lot of work. It took a lot. I'm still working. I still have more sessions, therapy sessions, to sit on those chairs and really, you know, grasp what has happened. But the minute we move away from the victim mode and the woe is me, why me, I had to start asking myself, why not me? You know, I had to tell myself again, every single thing in my life is ordained for a purpose. And there's so many amazing things that has happened to me since I left here. Things that, some of them I'm sitting down and I'm wondering, God, you just line up these things, line up these people for me, like, what are you doing?
Yeah, show off now, God. Yeah.
I'm like, I don't understand it, Lord, but thank you.
Yeah.
I started walking in gratitude. I started walking in grace. I started thanking God, even though I didn't understand what was happening.
Because you say understanding is not even necessary. You just have to accept.
That is where I had to take myself to actually be happy. I am happy. I am so happy. I am so grateful, and I'm so happy. There are days when I used to sit, I used to bawl, I used to beg God. Listen, I tell you a secret. You know how much money I've spent on buying tickets to come back home? I said, listen, I'm coming back to my yard. I don't know nowhere else but Jamaica, and I am coming home. And I've wasted those money because I couldn't come. I know I couldn't come. But
Why you couldn't come?
well, so I got in the U.S. as an asylee, right? In order for you to go back to the country from which you fled, you have to become a citizen. I didn't become a citizen until 2019. I became a citizen on December 17. By the 20th, I was in Jamaica looking for my grandmother.
Wow.
Yeah,
Well, but funny, when we spoke 3 years ago, you were like, Sim, I'm never coming back home.
Yeah.
I'm never going to
Yes.
date again.
Yes.
I'll never this. I'll never that. And God was like, never what? Because
All
here you
those
are.
nevers.
You've been home. I mean, like weeks after we had our interview, Joe, you were home.
Yes.
You came
Yes.
home after
Yes.
that interview. You made a
For my
conscious...
grandmother.
For your grandma.
For my grandmother.
You are sitting in a beautiful relationship, like you've met the love of your life.
Yes.
So all those nevers, God was like, you were saying, what?
He laughed at me.
He was like, what?
He laughed at me. And that's another lesson I want to teach people. Don't sit in your current situation and accept it as your final destination. You can't do that. Because you don't know. If anybody did tell me that I would have been in a relationship for 3.5 years, as happy as I am, as healthy as it is, I would say, listen, let me give you $1 in your face because nothing don't go.
Uncle one? One?
Listen, one good box because it would have sufficed for the 10
Yes.
bucks them that I would have given. Like who? Which relationship? With what? With who? Are you crazy? But I am happy to say I am in such a healthy and happy relationship.
But God.
But God.
But God. Janessa is the love of your life, the other. That's your daughter. We're going to talk about that aspect, the motherhood aspect, because this is, our Mother's Day edition, and how she's been able to navigate all of that after we come back. Look at her! It can be done, guys. There is life after tragedy. We'll soon come back. We are continuing our discussion with one of two amazing mothers we are checking in with in this Mother's Day edition of our show. We're back with Jody-Ann. Jo, the motherhood part of this, navigating everything, plus the motherhood aspect. Janessa, you've had to be guiding her and helping her along her journey, even as you navigate yours,
Yes.
because she found out about the reality of your situation by accident
By accident.
in social media
Yes. So
at 7.
Yeah. So I tried to guide her as much as I can, but I was very timid and very careful in how, I shared the information with her. And it so happened, one Sunday, she was 7 years old, and I was getting ready to go MC a wedding. So I was upstairs, got my makeup done, everything. So I came downstairs, and I saw her boohoo bawling uncontrollably. So I'm like, what happened? So literally, I dropped everything to find out, what is happening with her. And she didn't say anything. So I took the iPad, because she just had the iPad in her hands like this and just crying. And when I looked at it, I realized that, that's what she was reading. She was actually with her friends, trying to show her friends that her mom is famous. And that's what she bucked up on,
Saw the story of her mom having been shot.
Yes.
While she was pregnant with her.
Yes.
How you fix that, miss? How you navigate that? And that's
It is-
ongoing.
You know what, Simone? It also included therapy. She is still doing therapy. The good news is she's such an amazing child. I don't think she'll ever be able to understand it. I don't understand it. I'm old and gray, but I don't understand it. But she's been managing really well. I remember her asking, I said, tell me what's going through your mind. And she said, Mommy, why would anybody want to do that to anybody, let alone your own child?
Right.
And I said, you can't control actions that people take. That's not something we'll ever be able to control. But you can navigate how you respond to it.
A quick word to parents whose kids are experiencing trauma and they don't know what to do. A lot of them shut down and stay silent. But you have to help your kids through it.
You have to. And the good news is my daughter and I have an amazing relationship. Like, that's my little bestie, my broke bestie.
Yeah, broke bestie. Poor
Yeah,
Janessa.
that's my little bestie. And, we talk a lot about a lot of things. But then I would say to parents, for those parents who don't have the opportunity to have their kids open up to them, try to get that support system. I have an amazing support system. She have aunts, she have grandmother, she has so many people. If she doesn't feel comfortable to talk to me, they have created a safe space for her. She's surrounded by love,
You
Simone.
say you could never ever say you're a single mother.
I can't.
Yeah.
If I said that, I would be disingenuous.
Yeah.
That would be a lie. I'm not a single mom. Sometimes I have to fight to get my own child. Like, can y'all give her to me like for 1 hour? Like, yeah.
What a great problem to have.
Listen, when I tell you they love on her,
Yeah.
she has the support. I have the support, and I'm grateful. I can't tell anybody I'm a single mom.
Yeah.
I don't know what that feels like.
Yeah. Let me talk a little bit back to Grandma and what she has equipped you with, because she's equipped you to go through this life in the same way you are equipping Janessa. This is generational.
Yes.
And you've learned a lot along the way, but had you not had that foundation, you couldn't have managed. And you feel a part of your peace is knowing that you saw her
Yes.
and she spoke to you.
Yes.
What did she say to you?
The last time I saw her,
We
So
promised, with Pinky promise.
With Pinky promise. No, I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay.
Hold on. Let me just fix up myself, my big girl. Okay, here we go. So, the last time I saw her, she lives in a pathway, and I was walking down the pathway. And as I got to the grill, she was sitting on the veranda. She has this chair that she sits on all the time since I've been here. And she looked up on me and she said, who is that? And I said, Jody-Ann. And she said, Jody-Ann? She said, come in and sit down. She said, I sit down here every single day looking for you. And she said, if I know nobody else wouldn't come, I knew you would come. I can always depend on you. Come sit down. And every time I remember those words, it gives me chills. And it makes me proud to know that she depended on me and I pulled through for her,
She
I
told
sat
you
with
you
her.
were strong.
Yeah,
She told you,
me.
make me proud.
Yes, she told me I was strong. We were singing Jesus Loves Me. And when we got to the part where it said, I'm strong, she held my hand and she said, you are strong and I am strong also. And I said, I get my strength from you. And she said, yes, that is it. you know. And the last thing I said to her when I was leaving, I said, Grandma, I'll be back. And I cried. I posted a video on social media because I cried. I said, I felt I knew it was the last time I was going to see her. And I said, Grandma, I love you. And she said, I love you more. I love you very much. Never forget that. And that was the last thing she said to me.
And so a word from that for all of us is to let the people in your life know
Yes.
how you feel about them.
Don't wait until they die to come to the funeral and cry and give speeches about how you love them. They can't hear it. They won't hear it. One thing I know, my grandmother knew from I was born how much I loved her. Yeah. I never hid that. No way. Any way I could, any chance I could, I let that woman know, Mama, I love you. You know?
I asked you when you're gonna write the book. You said it's not time.
It's not time.
And it's not time because?
It would be good to write the book and finish it and send it out now to say what I've been through. But what I want that book to be about is how we conquered, how we overcame. What are our success stories? What are things that people can say, you know what? I'm in this position, even though I hold it right now as my own, the fact that she can go and open Cafe by Nessa, the fact that she can go and own this multi-million-dollar business, I can do it too. Yeah. So telling the story is one part of the book. I can put it out tomorrow. But what happened after? How compelling is the results, are the results of what happened and how we rose from it.
Because
that's
you
the
say,
story.
Joe, that you feel you are on the cusp of something big.
I feel so.
And you can't write the book now because you can't leave out that.
It's not time.
It's
not time. It's not time. I know that for a fact. Something is coming. Ask me what it is, I don't know. But I'm walking in my purpose and I'm trusting the process wholeheartedly.
Wow. So we on this show, I'm about it. Roses while people are here, flowers while they're here. Because as Joe said, they can't hear you in the middle of the casket.
Yes.
Or into the horn.
They can.
And so here we go with some good vibes. More good vibes for you, Joe. Run it, Lord.
Lord.
You are someone that I respect a lot. I look to you for advice. I know you don't need advice right now, especially with the passing of your grandma. You wholeheartedly and single-handedly been there for her. Notwithstanding, I give you your roses today more than anything else. The way in which you grew Janessa. You are one strong single parent. Jody, you are just phenomenal. You are one phenomenal individual. Jody, I just want to tell you kudos today. I love you, I respect you, and chin up. We are here for you. Girl, I love you. Love you, baby.
So of course you know that I consider you to be an awesome, brave soldier. I'm really, really very proud of you. You have held your head high. You have kept your course. You have survived so many situations where you have been criticized and many things have been levied at you. You know, you're a survivor. You're a survivor in a society which victimizes women who are victims themselves. And so, in my mind, you stand out as one of those young women that I'm most proud of. And so I just really want to continue to encourage you to continue to walk with your head high and to continue to utilize the talents that you have, the resources that you have to build yourself and to care for your daughter. And I just really want to say as well that you will always have my ear, you'll always have my heart, and you'll always have my hands. And I just pray God's blessing upon you because you are definitely someone of purpose.
To my sister and my friend Jody-Ann, I just want to tell you how much I love you. You're an amazing mom, you're an amazing friend, you're an amazing human being, and you have a heart that is just pure gold. Girl, I just want to tell you how proud I am of you. I have been able to witness firsthand your growth, and it is impeccable. I want to tell you to keep on striving for greatness. The sky is not the limit. go higher, okay? And on the days that you don't believe in yourself, know that I believe in you. You don't give yourself enough credit for how far you've come. And I want you to know that even more than that, you've been such a blessing to so many people. And for that, you need to be proud. I love you, I love you, I love you, Jody-Ann. Mwah.
Hey Sissy, I just wanted to let you know how much I love you and cherish you. You're the best big sister anyone could ever ask for, and you're an even better mom. I aspire to be the strong, resilient woman that you are. You're the best part of my day. You light up my life. You're the excitement. You are the life of the party. I wish you nothing but the best, and you know I love you to the moon and back.
We pinky promised.
We pinky promised that you weren't going to cry, and you broke the pinky promise. I feel like you might break it again, though.
I love them.
I feel like you.
Them so much.
Come, baby. Somebody else wanted to come say happy birthday to you.
I love you. I love you so much, and I'm so grateful for all the sacrifices you make for me.
Come sit in my chair, baby.
Thank you.
Hi, can I get a hug? Can I get a hug? Wait, give her.
Very
Have
good.
a seat. Tell me about your beautiful mama.
He's really good to me. He always makes sacrifices for me, whether it's time, anything I need. He's always there for me, physically at school, when I need help with my homework, and anything really. He always makes sure I have hot dinner, and he always makes sure to cook my favorite meals.
Janice, I love our belly, you know. How do you try your best to support her? Because you know she's been through a lot. You both have. How do you support each other? And if there are parents watching who want to have good relationships with their daughters and their sons, what can they take to make that happen?
I try my best to talk to her as much as I can. Whether if he's having a rough time, he can talk to me, and I'll try to give her the best advice that I can. And that's the same goes to her, me. If I need to talk to her, he'll try to give me all the advice he can.
Is she your bestie?
Yeah, he's my best friend.
What do you want to say to her on this Mother's
I
Day?
love you so much, and I'm grateful for all the sacrifices that you made for me, and I just want you to keep pushing.
Thank you, baby girl. Thank you. Thank you, Pumpkin.
Keep pushing, Joe. Keep pushing.
I do it for her.
Yeah, I get it.
Do it for her.
She's your wife. Thanks, Nessa.
You're welcome.
I'm telling you, the kids have all the wisdom, because sometimes when we feel like we can't manage, they're the ones giving us the grown-up advice. Keep pushing is really the essence of the show. And that's why a little child must lead us more wild, because sometimes as adults we just don't got the answers.
We think we have it all. But
we think we have it all.
Some advice she has given me at her little age.
Yeah.
Sometimes
There
I look at her, I'm like, are you an older one?
Old soul.
She's an amazing kid.
We are so proud of you.
Thank you.
But you know you always have family here.
Yes.
We don't, once you've been here, you're family. So
thank you,
we are here for you. We have more Sim Soul after the break. Lead the program after this. Thanks. Welcome back to the show, everybody. We're going to let it know. It's our final segment. Jody, I forgot to tell you that we got a letter from the love of your life. Lori gave me the letter, and I don't... Anyway, the letter was filled with just the most beautiful, beautiful sentiments about what an amazing partner you are, what an amazing mother you are, what an amazing human being you are, and how happy he is to have you in his life. So I've got to share that with you. I'll find the letter and give it to you when you go, because I'm sure he said it to you before, but there's something about seeing something like that in black and white. Don't it, Chan? You can hold it and put it down and know, say, eh? treasure and value it. What a blessing. What a blessed body, you know. The two of you guys have been... I just want to give you the platform now to leave a word with our viewers, both of you individually. This show is about getting out through, because the only way out is through.
Yeah.
It's not about stuck where you are and you can't get over it. The end result is always, how do we get over? And so I want you to talk through, mothers especially who are watching this show, who've been in your situation, or their situation is different, but it's a situation. And they want to park. They want to give up. They want to stop. Shan, let me start with you.
Okay. I mean, sometimes in life we get the most painful lessons.
Yes.
That we'll never understand why it was served to us. But we can't stop there. When it's dished to us and we're down and we're tearing apart and we're crying, I know we're going to ask why. We're going to ask the reasons. But at the end of the day, you have to pick yourself up. You have to brush yourself off. You have to listen to God. You have to process the information and understand that this was a lesson in disguise of pain. And you have to learn that life is so beautiful. In everybody's life, there is some form of trauma. Yeah. There is some form of pain, some bigger than others. But you have to push forward. You have to let go of the fears that it's associated with. And you have to just think about progressing in life and seeing the beauty of life and learning the lessons of life and just have it as a platform to grow. Yeah. That's what's going to make you grow. That's what's going to make you evolve into a beautiful human being, a beautiful mother, especially like Jody.
You just got to live.
You just have to live. And there's no point in time where the pain will never be there. It comes. Even if you don't have it for a few months, years, it will sneak up back on you. You just have to learn how to cope. You have to find your coping mechanisms. And you don't let anybody tell you, this is how much it years now, pass it, move on. You can't tell me that.
Yeah. Don't tell anybody that.
You can't tell anybody that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you need to move on now.
No, you can't dictate. May I touch your tummy?
Sure.
God bless you, baby girl. God bless you, God bless you. Happy landing. She is moving in there. Joe, you have the last word, and then we go to affirmation.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I'll just tell people, don't fight against the tide of life.
Yeah.
Ride with it. Always stop to ask yourself what season you're in, and that will help you to better cope. If you're in a planting season, you can't be wanting to harvest because that's not the season. If you're in a harvest season, sit and bear the fruits of your labor, but you have to stop and ask yourself what season you're in, and it will better help you to cope.
Yeah. Key to both accounts is that God put us here not to just merely exist.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Get knocked down. If you're on your back, the only thing you can do, only view you have is up. If you can look up, you can get up. Ladies, God bless you.
Thank
You
you.
can do so much. Same soul family, they can never rid themselves of us. Ever, never. And I hope you drew some strength from this program tonight. Now it is time for our affirmation. So let's lead the show and get out of here for tonight. They say there's nothing like a mother's love. It could therefore be reasoned that there's nothing like a mother's loss, a mother's hurt, a mother's pain. And even further reason that there's no force as unstoppable as a mother who uses that pain for gain. Every hardship for healing, every obstacle as opportunity, every setback as a set-up, every act of victimization as victory. Every bit of pain for purpose, every challenge for change. It can happen. You can get your life back after life has knocked you down. And not only can you stand proud, but you can live out loud. Every end is a beginning, and the rest can still be the best. You just have to believe and keep going, using the will you have inside and using God as your guide. Tonight we are affirming, I embrace all endings as new beginnings. And let me tell you, new beginnings are beautiful. That is our soul food and our show for this evening. Thank you very much for watching. We are back next week with another story of the power of the human spirit. Until then, every blessing. Please remember to count your blessings. Night, everybody. Happy Mother's Day to all the mothers, by the way.